It is about their well-being and the dignity.
Members of the National Assembly today made good their threat to annul the Gazette notice, which ordered the reduction of their salaries as set by the Sarah Serem-led Salaries and Remuneration Commission. While moving the adoption report, the chair of the Committee on Delegated Legislation, William Cheptumo, said in setting the salaries, Serem and her commissioners violated the law on 11 counts, and therefore the Gazette notice ordering implementation of the new salaries was unconstitutional.
They waited until 1st of March. Just 3 days with elections to publish the subject Gazette notices. All persons who fight for elections knew all along that the remuneration for the office of members of parliament was 8 to 1. It was therefore violation of the principles set out in the Protection of Wages and Convention.
Could there probably be some conspiracy on part of government to emasculate, to intimidate Parliament, so that, Madam Speaker, Parliament is not able to really perform on its function?
Apart from unfair job description, MPs allege that Serem discriminated against members of one arm of government by singling out the institution on claims that its huge pay was the cause of the bloated wage bill.
And some inconceivable thought is being driven into the minds of our people that the only way to deal with this wage bill is to single out an institution of all other institutions and say this is the institution we have to deal with.
Nimekuja katika bunge ya 11, Mheshimiwa Spika. Ni nini imebadilika kwa wajibu yangu kama mbunge au wajibu ya hii nyumba, Mheshimiwa Spika? Tofauti ni nini? Ni nini inaongoza hii tume kukata mshahara yangu kwa 57% bila kunihusisha mimi kama mfanyikazi?
Members also blamed Serem's commission for bypassing Parliament, saying the commission's report should have been tabled in Parliament for endorsement before publishing the Gazette notice.
Madam Speaker, let me apologize because I was in the Finance Committee that interviewed this lady. I want to agree with Honorable Nturi that she got this job due to other considerations, not her brains. The thing, this country, the way we have gone, the so-called regional balance, is going to kill this country, Mr. Speaker. And I want to agree with Honorable Nturi that from now on we must agree as a country that even though we look at other considerations, competence must be number one.
If we allow the principals, the president, the vice president, the deputy president, to be dictating to us what we should do, then we are lost as a house. If we allow the former prime minister, my party leader, because I've heard him also talk about this matter, I ask him to keep off. I respect him, but on this one, I ask him to keep off.
The battle now appears to be moving to court as the Law Society of Kenya seeks a ruling on whether Parliament has the powers to nullify a Gazette notice and its jurisdiction on interpreting the law. LSK also seeks to know whether the quashing of the Gazette notice means the status quo remains and that MPs can now get the 851,000 shillings earned by their predecessors in the 10th Parliament. In 2009, Parliament successfully nullified a Gazette notice on the reappointment of Aaron Ringera and his 2 deputies. And on a similar note,
will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. As many as of
MPs quashed Serem's Gazette notice and they hope that they will start earning salaries at the level of their predecessors immediately. Members of the 11th Parliament now believe that by quashing the Gazette notice which ordered the reduction of their pay, the Parliamentary Service Commission will now take over to fix their salaries, which they believe will revert to the 850,000 which was earned by their predecessors in the 10th Parliament. Ken Dagor, Obadia, Citizen Live at 9. Parliament Buildings, Nairobi.